This is Johan Gauthier, a tribe leader and founder of the Global Rockstars community. And I'm really feel very privileged and blessed to spend some time with our dear Jane Anderson tonight. Jane is such a giver in our community on the day-to-day, and I know that this is a moment that we've been planning. I've been anticipating this moment, and I want all of you to, enjoy yourselves and just hearing and connecting with Jane, who she is and what she's passionate about. So, without any further ado, I will just, turn to Jane and say, "How are you, Jane?" And it's really a pleasure to be with you tonight.
It's a pleasure to be with you too and get introduced to people. I can't see anybody else. I don't know if they can see my mess back here, but I just wanted to explain it. I'm not always in such chaos, but my granddaughter's having a birthday party and I'm helping with it. Um, and we're going to tie-dye t-shirts and socks, and then we're going to make ice cream. So I have all of the mess back here waiting for her birthday tomorrow. And hopefully the next time we do something like this, you'll be able to see that it's all cleaned up. Um, so Johan asked me to explain a little bit about me, and he says that I'm a giver. I guess you could call it that. I would say that I'm a natural-born encourager, and I always like to be the person that goes ahead of someone else and learns something new so that I can pass it on to people that I work with or people I associate with. And it's very important to me to be someone who is looking out for the other person. I always seems like I'm always rooting for the underdog, and I'm the natural cheerleader. I've been actually called a natural born cheerleader or the eternal cheerleader, whatever they want to say. And I've been called servant leader, and I don't propose that I am a leader of organizations or a leader of people even, but I do take a lot of pride in being able to be a good listener and to be someone who is just concerned that the other person is that they're being able to shine because they're able to they've just learned some new skills or they've learned something that that I've passed on to them. And it's not because I'm looking for any glory myself, but I just think that we all function so much better if we look out for the other person first. And just, I saw a long time ago on a sign that said, together everyone achieves more, and that's what it spells. It spells team. And I've always thought that I've been a really great team player because I just do want us all to succeed. I don't want the glory for myself, and I just want to be a part of a team. And whenever I am part of a team, I won't stay part of that team if I can't contribute. I think it's very important if I join a group or if I join an organization, anything like that. I feel very strongly that unless I can contribute, I don't really belong being part of the team because I just am not carrying my share of the load. And that's very important to me.
Well, Jane, I want to, for all of you watching us, you have to know that Jane, you have such a kind heart. There's a genuineness of you that is both natural and telling, in that, whenever we are engaging with you in the tribe, before we actually went live, you're, mentioning I'm more of a follower than a leader. To me, being a leader is really how you set an example for yourself and for others by just being who you are, by not imposing anything, by allowing people to be with you on the day-to-day. And Amber Lee is probably watching us, even though she's not. We're just saying hello to Gail, to Philip Lopez, people and to Tal and Kelly, and I'm just rambling here, but just saying hello and sharing joy, which is what you did today, and you do on a day-to-day basis. And to me, that is telling of, your natural outpouring of joy and love on a day-to-day is transforming us. I mean, on one thread today you said attitude, gratitude is an attitude or attitude. I'm just opening that door because whenever I'm reading you, as I was saying, I'm just like always reflecting and pausing how significant your choice of words is in. I don't I don't know if you appreciate how much of an impact you have, and that goes beyond what we're doing on the day to day. But you are a person of high quality and that cares. And attitude. What about that attitude of gratitude? What does that say? How is that significant for you?
I adopted that years and years and years ago. And I just decided that no matter what happened, I was going to live with an attitude of gratitude. And it's, I don't remember, it's been at least 20 years that I heard somebody say that one time. And at first I thought, well, those are just words that rhyme. And then I thought, no, it isn't just words that rhyme. It is a lifestyle. And no matter what happens, I I seriously try to find the good in no matter what happens. When I had that accident last year, and 6 months before that, my 38-year-old daughter had a stroke. She had a triple stroke actually, and it almost totally incapacitated her. And it's taken me a year and a half to work through with her about, you cannot get down on things. You have got to focus on what you can do, not on what you can't. And you have to remember all the things that you have and not the things that you lost, because some things you will never get back again. And it's been like 18 months, and I'm sure that it's not any of my doing, but I just encourage, encourage, encourage. And my grandson that's in the Marines, he called me one day and he was just so down and dejected, and he's only 18 and he just sees, so many negative things. And I talked to him for 45 minutes, and I just stressed with him, you have got to get up every morning and say, there is something good about today, and find it. Because as soon as you find it, your day will just completely change. And I know that helps. If you wake up and it's raining and poor me, and this is going to get in my way of things that I had planned today, it goes beyond thinking that there's other people that are suffering worse than you. It goes way beyond that. It goes to the heart of every day, is that you need to find something that is good about that day, because life is a contact sport and we get beat up pretty bad.
And I just want to say thank you for sharing that. I mean, I think that people that are listening are realizing how powerful this is. Attitude is gratitude. I really love the rhyme and the deep meaning that you're bringing. And there's things here that you just shared with us that you never shared in the tribe. And that there's two things that happens when you do that, dear Jane. That helps us make a deeper connection with who you are, and it opens a channel to, yes, life can be a series of struggles. How do you use those struggles, turning around as a positive experience for you to go deeper within and connect with your deeper person? And I mean, the gift of your person to people when you say that is very powerful. I mean, my good friend Akim Novak talks about big energy, and to me, like I was listening to you, and I felt I felt that energy that was just bubbling inside of me, because that is you opening people's channels, and that's a gift. You're kind of an energy channel for God, as you say, and I so love to engage with you on this level, and the tribe, for the universe to work through you naturally. There's a flow to you in the day-to-day, all the engagement that we're in. I mean, it's just I could go on and on, because I just feel inspired talking with you and listening to you. one of the questions I wanted to ask, and I know we're going beyond 5 minutes here, but that doesn't really matter. Is I want to hear you on how, because I know that you're a person, you're talking about contribution and how significant this is for you, and that I guess if we could have 48 hours in a day, there's a lot of things that we could do, but we have to choose. And how significant, how meaningful, I guess, is engaging in the Rockstars tribe on a day-to-day for you, and how can we make your experience more meaningful, and not just yours but other tribe members as well when you come in, and you know how is it meaningful for you, and how can we make it more meaningful for people that are listening to us?
I think the biggest thing that I get out of HR Rockstars is the interactions. Because when somebody posts an article, it's up to us if we want to engage. It's up to us to go read what they say about it and then go read the article and then come and give our perspective on it. And there's only just so many hours in a day. We can't do that 8 hours a day because we would never get anything else done. But I think just the freedom to pick and choose the articles that we want to read. And I won't comment on an article unless I've read it. Because I've had people comment on, like I've posted articles, not in HR Rockstars, but I've posted articles before. And somebody will make a comment about it, and I can tell just by their comment that they haven't even read it. And so I think our responsibility as people who want to grow professionally and who want to grow intellectually is to read the article, even if you just graze through it, and offer a perspective on it. And then if somebody comments on yours, we all learn together. Now, if somebody goes and posts 20 articles in one day, there is absolutely no way that I'm going to read 20 articles and comment on all of them. But as a member of the tribe, I'm going to look at what the person who posts it, I'm going to look at their comments first. And then I'm going to say, is this something that brings value to me? Is it something that I think I could share something insightful on? Then I'm going to read the article and I'm going to comment on it. And so as members of our tribe, I think that one thing that we have to remember is to just not give up. Like if I could post 5 articles and maybe nobody will even notice them. They might not read them or comment on them, but I'm not going to give up. I'm still going to share what I think I want to share, and I'm still going to keep commenting. And I think that that's the biggest thing, is to just engage to the extent that you're able. And don't just like read something and not ever comment. If you read something, this is how we engage in social media. We probably will never meet in person, but this is how we learn from each other, is by reading and commenting and not giving up.
I am speechless. I think that, for all of you listening to Jane, I mean, 2 words that come to mind for me: wisdom. There's a lot of wisdom in what you're saying, and in the spirit of giving and also caring, that if you are going to engage on a post, engage on a particular thread, you're going to not just stay superficial, as my friend Akim Novak would say. First level of engagement. It's easy to be in superficial chit chat, but that's chit chat, right? I mean, what transpires for me and what you're saying is a caring of going deeper and making a connection at an infectious level. And I see it on a day-to-day with you, through you, with Amber, with Gail, with Philip, with Tal, with any other key members in the tribe. I will forget names, but that is really the spirit of a deeper connection and of interest, of being transformed through others and growing endlessly and creating opportunities that far will whenever we put a post, we don't, I mean, I speak for me, I don't really think about what it's going to create, but people like you make it meaningful because you care. And that to me makes my own experience worthwhile, and it brings a lot of meaning. And I want to thank you for being such a giver and an active member. And you know, I don't have anything else to say other than thank you, really, Jane. So I want to offer you maybe some closing remarks. Just say, whatever comes to mind, and then I'm just gonna close the space, and off we're gonna go back. And it's been fun. So whatever comes to your mind that you want to share with people listening, it's
I guess
over to you.
the only thing that comes to mind is like you just mentioned a minute ago about you're going to forget names and things like that. I think one of the big advantages of using names in your posts in tagging people is because you want them to notice that it's there. And um, I don't think that we should all get I don't know, it's not really egotistical or anything about like if you name 12 people in the tribe and you leave some people out, all of us have to remember that we do these things from memory, and we're not going to always remember to name names when we are saying these are people that I appreciate. And just all of us have to understand that when we're engaging in the tribe and when we're contributing and things like that, even if we don't get our name on a post that's mentioned about I appreciate these people, we're still appreciated. And we have to remember that whether we're named or not, we are still appreciated. And I think that that's one of the um, I've seen people in the tribe, mention that before. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to forget names. And so let's all just accept each other, our little frailties about our memories, not being able to remember, 25, 30 people. And the more we grow, the more we try to name names of people that have maybe contributed a lot that week or that day or something. And that's great. But if we don't get mentioned, let's not have hurt feelings about it.
Absolutely. And on these words of wisdom, I want to say thank you, dear Jane. It's a pleasure to be connected with you. I'm so happy that we get to hang out. And by the time this goes live, we're going to be in a hangout with Ted and Mark on August 27th, and that conversation is going to be ongoing. It's a pleasure to have people like you that are so caring. You keep mentioning the word appreciation. It's not just a word that's thrown out there. We feel that you are appreciative, and we appreciate you in
And I
back.
appreciate all of you too, and I feel appreciated. I really do. I'm very grateful for being part of the group, and I gain from them every single day. I gain something from them every single day.
And we gain something from you every time. And so this has really made my day. I will be selfish in saying you're making a difference and impact not just on my life, but on many people listening to you. So this has been a unique moment with Jane Anderson, and make sure to go in the tribe, and you'll see. I don't need I don't need to add anything. Jane is just surprising us with her words of wisdom, not just here but in the tribe. Until next time. Cheers. Bye, Jane.
Thank you so much.